Hey Riley, not that we're complaining, but like, why are you making so many Final Fantasy XIV videos and you seem to be skipping all the Dying Light 2 stuff? And that's because I've once again come to the end of the game. Um, I don't have a lot more to do that aside from like the final story quest, and I can keep gaining legend levels, but I actually probably should look up a video about how to do that faster, and then I might want to do it. Like in Dying Light 1, it was very, very easy to cheese that system. Basically, to cheat. The first time I played and got into the legendary levels, I didn't know that, so I didn't really get very high with it. But I found out it doesn't really make a lot of difference, in all honesty. Virals and walkers, or whatever you want to call them, biters, they still die really easily with or without the legend levels. It's the... And even the volatiles didn't really die in like one hit all the time. If I got a really good headshot with the crossbow, which ended up being like the highest damage in the game, I think. But it's also very slow. Very slow to reload. So you get one chance at a headshot. So if virals or volatiles are like streaming at you or running at you or whatever, it's tough. And obviously the dune buggy is fun as hell. I think the dune buggy is overall more fun than the paraglider. But paraglider is nice for a lot of things. Anyway, sorry. That's why I've been making Final Fantasy XIV videos more often than / at all in comparison to DL2. And I will be getting what's it called? Baldur's Gate 3 soon. Anyway, Lyse has a quest for us. We are back. We are in Alagiri, one of the new bases that the Alliance has. I'm just going to check something super quick to see if... No, still doesn't work. So I still have not figured out how to... I haven't tried a lot of things. I haven't tried unplugging it and plugging it back in, but my headset mic still is not working. So I'm still using my Yeti. I hope it sounds okay. But yeah, here we go. Above the churning waters. If you don't mind, I'd rather not wait around and have people try to talk me out of it. Let's get moving. I know a good vantage point overlooking the castrum. Oh god, N as in Nancy, Y-U, N as in Nancy, K-R-E, P as in Paul, F as in Frank, apostrophe S. Nayun Krep's Hope. I hate you, Square Enix, for these words. Just fucking make it Bob. Bob's Hope. It's the same thing. Doesn't really matter. Doesn't make a difference to the game. It's easier to pronounce when you're trying to speak it. Nayun Krep's Hope. The ship's stranded on the rocks to the east of here. It shouldn't take us long to get there. But there might be some ancient golems guarding it. Or that might just be an old wives' tale. Either way, it's worth the risk. Manago says, Lyse, Commander, I pray you proceed with all due caution. Do not hesitate to call upon us if needed. Lyse nods. To reach the ship, we'll have to scale the cliff face. I'll get some climbing gear and meet you there, alright? It's just easier for me to make Lyse American. AKA a non-British English accent. Because I reserve that for Lyse. Lyse sounds like this. She's pretty proper. I could try to make Lyse a little bit less proper, but she end up... I suck. I can't do it. So, c'est la vie. There's a lot of quests in Alagiri. None of them are pluses yet. There's a destination here we've jaunted over to. Oh shit, my red mage is 69. Oh, I did a dungeon. That's right. Alright. Let's get some experience points on my paladin then. Sorry for the slower kills. We got a big old, kind of like a rock wolf. If that makes any sense. I know it probably doesn't. Yeah, it shouldn't. Because it doesn't to me. Guardian beast. It looks like a massive, thick, like torsoed rock wolf. Wolf made of boulders. Boulder! The boulder will crush you. Or something. I don't remember what the boulder says. Got a cone attack you want to dodge out of the way of. Let's pop this. Oh yeah, that's our damage wither right there. Big bees. We can get one more. No, we can get at least one. Alright. The big old boulder wolf. That wolf sound was coincidental, because that was my jazz wolf. Also, wolves don't tend to howl when they die, I suppose. We have a cutscene. We're along a stream, a river, maybe. Lyse comes up. Sorry to keep you waiting. I see that you've met the golems. Looks like the old stories were true, eh? In a way, I'm glad. In a way, I'm glad. Right then, time to climb. Time to climb. I'll figure it out. Or I won't. Who fucking knows? We look up a cliff, a rock wall. Dries and cookies done. Okay. Whew, that took a bit more out of me than I expected. And here she is, Naim Krep's Hope, the ark that one man made to save countless others from the flood during the 6th Umbral Era. So, describing it, it does in fact kind of look like a water ship, kind of curved in, I think, the Viking style. It's not like straight lines like triremes and such. It seems more curved in like the Viking longboat. It's got runic symbols. They look like kind of Cyrillic. Some language that is, you know, human based. It's not like wingdings. But there's three massive lines of this glowing green symbolic language, and there's also some kind of weird like spiraling and moving yellow kind of squiggly patterns, yellowish orangish squiggly patterns along this the deep brown, dark brown wood. It's comforting to think that there have always been people who cared this much about their fellow man, who accomplished such great feats that people couldn't help thinking they must be made up. But the proof's right here, isn't it? It's just sitting on top of a plateau. I don't just mean the ship, you know. I mean you. Long before anyone started calling you a hero, you were there for those in need. You did things for people when you didn't have to, sometimes when they didn't want you to. It can't have been easy, staying true to yourself, but we're all better for it, me included. You just kind of look at her. Although my paladin face shield is... I can't see eyes or whatever. I'll never be a leader like Conrad, or Hien, or my father. I don't even know your father, dude. Have I ever met you? No. But I can be a friend to you all, and I can fight by your side. I can be me, and that'll just have to be enough, eh? Seriously, like, let Monago and Arnvald lead together. If you don't want it, fight with us. Be true to yourself, whatever you think you're best at. But you'll be a good leader, I think. Strange to think back on it. If we'd been standing in different places, or if the shell had struck the tower differently, it would have been me instead of Conrad, or maybe both of us. What kind of monster murders their own? Ah, is that smoke from Castrum Abania? Wait, it's coming from the cannon. I can't tell what happened from here, but I can tell that it won't be giving us any trouble in the immediate future. This is our chance, Mercy, to avenge Conrad and all the others who died in the tower, friend and foe. To take Castrum Abania and bring the bastards who gave the orders to fire to justice. It won't be easy after the losses we took, but I know everyone's champing at the bit to strike back. With the right plan, I'm certain we can do it. We have to tell the others. Come on. And cutscene over. Alright. Easier down than up, eh? Though not necessarily safer. Anyway, no time to rest. We need to convince the others to strike now, before the Imperials have time to fix their cannon. Alright, we've got a bow, a rifle, or rimfire, whatever these... it's the machinist. Which I kind of want... I have a character that has a machinist. I think that is his only DPS job. But I might be wrong. I think he might also have samurai. I can't remember the allocation I have for my characters, but I am not planning on doing any of these. Well, actually, I am planning on doing Bard. I have a ranged magic dealer, my red mage. Ranged magic damage. I do not have a ranged physical damage. Now I'm thinking about it, I'm not entirely sure that there's a melee magic damage job. Like, Paladin has the holy thing. Warrior's pretty much all about hitting. Gunbreaker, I'm not entirely sure. Dark Knight is your tank, and it's a lot of magic, but it's also a great sword. Or Scythe? I can't remember which one is which. Reaper probably is also mostly scythe based as well, but could have some black magic, I'm not sure. Samurai is for sure melee. Ninja has kind of like some ninjutsu, kind of somewhat magic, but mostly it's all like katana strikes. Maybe there isn't a melee magic class, and maybe that would be fun to see. Look into it, Square Enix. Do it. Anyway, what's my highest level bard? I think I have been collecting archer/bard weapons. I level 240 is the last one I took in. The other problem is that I like the tenacity materia too much. I'm sorry. I'll take that. Anyway, end of quest, end of video. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.